Good morning. This is a message in a minute. Easter is this Sunday, and so for the next few days, we're going to talk about the empty promises of Easter. Think about that. When we hear the term empty promises, of course, it's got a negative connotation, but for the next few days, the empty promises of Easter are going to be positive. You hang on. You know, after Jesus was crucified, some of his followers were making their way to the tomb. Can you imagine, let's just have an imagination for a moment, that they look over to one side of them as they're making their way to the tomb and they see 3 crosses on a hillside. That one in the middle gets their attention because that's the one that Jesus was on. They see the blood at the top of the cross where the crown of thorns was down on his head, pressed down on his head. They see where his hands were pierced, the blood just running from those sides of the cross, and where his feet were, and even his back, the stripes that he took on his back. The whole cross was blood-soaked. But here's what I want you to see. The empty promise of Easter, number 1, is the empty cross. Because you see, Jesus went to that cross and he fulfilled what his Father had called him to do. He was born to die. And when Jesus said, "It is finished," it was not 3 words of defeat, it was 3 words of victory. My friend, that empty cross for you is a promise. An empty promise of Easter. An empty promise of what Jesus came to do. A promise that Jesus came and bled and died, and he did it for you. The cross, the empty cross, is an empty promise of Easter. This is a message in a minute.
Thank you for listening to Message in a Minute with Pastor Greg of Living Waters Church of God. Please let us know how we can pray for you today by commenting below or emailing Pastor Greg at pastorgreg2226@gmail.com. Thank you and have a blessed day.